for the flag salute. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Of the Board of Education, I would like to welcome everyone to this year's commencement ceremony. I extend this welcome to members of our central administration, to our school administrators, teachers, staff, and most importantly, to our graduating students, your family, and friends. It is an honor for me to address you this evening. Graduates, let me share with you my thoughts on the wonderful event that is your high school graduation. You see, being that I'm not 18, I have attended a couple of my own graduation ceremonies and my own children's ceremonies. I look back on each of these occasions and they each stand out as special events in my life. Most of you may not recall anything about today other than that you were surrounded by family and friends and that you celebrated this day as a special occasion. I'm hoping that for the next few minutes you'll think about what I have to say and recall the message at each special moment in your life. I promise that you will have many shining moments throughout your lives. I want to discuss this milestone not from my perspective, but from yours. Think of me as your guide for this reflection as you consider your accomplishment of graduating from high school and what it means to you. You already know what it means to your family. They're all here. I want each of you to fully take in precisely how special this moment is in your life. I want to broaden your tour just a little and have you think about where this moment fits in your life journey. That is, today is not only about where you are right here, right now, but today is also where you each started, also about where you are going. You probably already have been told that life is a journey, and we are always moving on to the next adventure. If I venture to guess, I believe that most of you are already thinking about what is next. For example, right now, some of you are thinking about what grad night is going to be like, or what's for dinner. Some people think about the next 5 minutes, and some of you are thinking about the next 4 years. However, it is precisely on a day like today where we stop to celebrate a moment, the shining moment that is high school graduation. High school graduation is a big one, not only for you, but for your parents and family as well. You have all worked hard to get to the diploma we are awarding, and that accomplishment is truly worth celebrating. So tonight, we all celebrate all of you, but there is much more to this moment. For today, we also reflect on your journey to getting here and taking those lessons forward to imagine the possibilities of your future and then really go for it. Seek out new challenges, boldly embrace opportunities, realize your destiny. Each of you have a future filled with beginnings and endings. For each of you, I see many more shining moments, just like the one you are enjoying today. What I want you to do right now, though, is to think back on all you have accomplished at San Marino High School, all the good times you've had along the way. What I can tell you, though, is that all that has happened to you before today can never be recaptured or relived because your future is already happening as you continue your journey. So you are celebrating both an beginning and an ending. The ending I'm talking about, of course, is of your exceptional education here in San Marino schools. You've been taught to try new things, to fail and learn how to deal with it, to collaborate, to analyze, think critically, to sing, to dance, to hit a softball. Some parts of this journey, you were the master of your choices, and I'm also sure that for some choices, your parents strongly suggested what you should do, such as do your homework, don't eat that 2-day-old pizza, clean your room, don't wash the colors with the whites. You know, the decisions your parents have always made and likely will continue to give their input, want it or not. As you got closer to this day, though, you probably realized that you made most of your choices and your parents' voices were not nearly as loud. Graduating from high school was one of those choices. As you look at this ending, also realize that you have had the benefit of dedicated and experienced teachers, coaches, and support staff, willing to challenge you to learn, and at times, I'll bet they challenged you more than some of you would have preferred. While the diplomas you will receive signify that you've completed all of the academic requirements for graduation, understand that your diploma embodies much, much more. It captures and represents the sum of your educational, social, and emotional experiences that you've had up to now, and it is the cumulative effect of these experiences which prepare you for your future and your next steps towards your special moment. I assure you, each of you, you are all well prepared for the challenges ahead. There will be challenges, lots of them, but you know that already. As a graduating class, you are unique because each of you have arrived at the same place through a wide-ranging variety of individual experiences, largely chosen by you. Many of you have taken advantage of the wide range of academics and the performance arts program. A large number of you have participated and excelled in our athletic programs. All of you have learned the value of true grit, dedication to excellence, and leadership and teamwork. You've traveled to other communities as ambassadors of San Marino High School, whether it was competing on sports teams, in academic competitions, or with the marching band. These have all been experiences that contribute to your overall success. You've developed interpersonal skills by interacting with your classmates and teachers. You've learned to enjoy additional freedoms you've either earned, accepted, or taken as you've gotten older, and hopefully you are prepared to accept the varying level of responsibility that is connected with each of them. All of the things I have just mentioned are your past. All of these things have prepared you for your next adventure. While I can assure you that each of you are ready to start your next adventure, I'd like you each to think about what that adventure might look like. Picture it. You are sitting here listening patiently. Thank you. And while you might have some idea what you're going to do for the next couple of years, the pages in the book of your life are still blank. The next chapter is waiting to be written, but the most exciting part of sitting here thinking about that chapter is that it will be a chapter where you get to write your own story. You are the master of your own destiny. You get all of the choices and all the responsibility. You can live your dreams, you see, up until right now, tonight. You have been ours. Your education has been mandatory. Like it or not, you had to get up every morning and go to school. Well, at least most of you. But after tonight, almost all of the choices you will make will be yours, unless you decide to share the decision-making or exceed that decision-making authority to someone else. I hope you don't give someone else the responsibility to make your decisions. Many of you will go on to further your education at colleges, whether they be 2 years or 4-year programs, technical or trade schools, but all of these will be schools of your own choosing, in intellectual pursuits of your own design. Now for the tip that should make you think about this speech at your next special moment. The choices I make are mine, and in making that choice, I can live with the consequences. It is, in fact, the consequences of decisions that give your life meaning. Your choices give direction to your life and to your future. Your choices say much about who you are today and who you will be tomorrow. Your decisions will impact not only your lives, but the lives of others. Up to now, the choices are largely your parents. After today and each day thereafter, the decision-making responsibility shifts to you. The question you should be asking yourselves right now is this: do I have the opportunity to do what I do best every day? That is the answer to what will make you get to the next shining moment. This may sound obvious, but only you can become the best you. If you try to be someone else, you fail to become the best you. Talent is like a fingerprint. Every person's talent makes them unique, and the key is to use yours to become the best you. Don't dwell on your weaknesses. Everyone has them. If you focus on them, at most, you can become average at things you're not naturally good at. But if you focus on your strengths, the things that come naturally to you, there's no limit to your development. Development is fundamental to being human. People don't want to be satisfied in their jobs. They want to grow and develop. Such is true of life. You don't want to be just satisfied with your significant other, your education, your job, or your family. You want these relationships to grow and develop. So as you sit here today, your next adventure begins with that question. Do I have the opportunity to do what I do best every day? And if you're not sure yet what you do best or know what it is that really interests you, because you all know by now that if you're interested in something, you will do better. So if you are not sure about what you can do best every day, don't worry. Give it time, about 4 years worth. Explore. Go out there with your eyes, minds, and hearts wide open, and you'll figure it out soon enough. Some of you may choose to go to work. To you, my advice is to find a job that you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. And if it's not interesting at first, give it a chance. When you immerse yourself in something, you may be surprised at the things that grab your attention and which you have talent. Several graduates have chosen to enlist in military service. To you, I say sincerely, thank you. We truly... Thank you. We truly appreciate the commitment you are making. Some of you will stay local, while others will move far away or even live abroad. I advise you to take in the sights and attractions of wherever you end up. But keep in mind the question, do I have the opportunity to do what I do best every day? Before I finish, let me give you a little more perspective. This time, not because I'm not as young as you are and have already done the graduation thing, but because I did not have the opportunity to go to the best school district that you went to. I tell my own children, San Marino is this great place where you have had many shining moments. Combine this nurturing environment that you have received with a solid educational foundation that you've worked hard to construct, and you are well prepared to take your next steps in life. As you leave, I ask you to take these intentional steps confidently with purpose and experimentation. Open your eyes and mind. Fill your heart with the love and passion that will help you to have more shining moments if you're open to opportunities and strive every day to do what you do best. So you see, your graduation is an ending worth celebrating, but it also foreshadows for all of you a new beginning, and surely a memorable shining moment on your journey until your next one. On behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to congratulate all of you and wish you the best of everything going forward. I have no doubt that each of you will make us proud. Thank you.
Good evening. San Marino Unified School District Board of Education, faculty, parents, family members, community members, and graduates. Graduates, as you go off to college, please remember that while you can't choose your family, you can choose to ignore their phone calls. And parents, that goes both ways. Tonight we celebrate the end of one journey and the beginning of the next. All of you students here tonight embark on the next steps of your lives and go off to college to become the great people you want to be. Remember, college is just part of the ride, and it's not where you go, but it's what you make of it when you get there. Great Americans throughout our history have gone to any and all kinds of higher learning universities. Martin Luther King went to Morehouse College. Jaime Escalante went to PCC. Neil Armstrong graduated from Purdue. Steven Spielberg graduated from Long Beach State. Barack Obama went to Occidental College. Donald Trump, well, all I could find was Trump University. Other famous Americans didn't graduate from college and still had illustrious careers. So let's play a quick little game here. This student dropped out of Reed College and changed the world. I'll give you a hint, iPhone. That's right, Steve Jobs. And this student didn't quite finish his degree at John Carroll University. I'll give you a hint, very long hair, very gray hair, and talks a lot. That's right, Mitch Lehman. So no matter your path, there is still hope for all of you. Now, when I asked my 5-year-old son what my theme for this graduation speech should be, his answer was exactly what I expected him to choose, and coincidentally, it's also exactly what Mr. Slimp would choose: Star Wars. As you embark on your life's journey to college and beyond, consider the wisdom of the great philosopher and Jedi Knight, Yoda. Yoda is a master teacher to aspiring Jedis, a teacher almost as wise and profound as Mr. Barton, Miss Davidson, or Miss Chubbuck. The theme of Star Wars is similar to the themes of life: temptation, good versus evil, doing what is right. Yoda famously said, "Vader, you must confront Vader. Then, only then, a Jedi you will be, and confront him you will." Like the Jedi Knight, you Titan students will go out into the world and meet great challenges, and you may even have to confront evil. And hopefully it won't be your father wielding a lightsaber like Luke. But remember, Yoda first teaches a young Jedi, like your teachers teach you, to control yourself and to know yourself. Your learning must guide you to look inward at yourself and understand who you are and what makes you tick. Listen to Yoda's words of wisdom on doing what is right. And I don't have a Yoda voice, I apologize. You will know the good from the bad when you are calm, at peace, passive. A Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack. On lifelong learning, Yoda says, "Truly wonderful the mind of a child is, but much to learn you still have." And on temptation, beware of the dark side. Anger, fear, aggression, the dark side of the forces are they. You too should learn like a Jedi does, to know first yourself, know your own capacities, and learn to practice the self-control that empowers you to do exactly what you want, the right thing. And then, once you have your self-knowledge and self-control, nothing will be impossible to you. Titan graduates, the force within you is strong. Once you are comfortable with who you are, make choices grounded in what is right. Do not give in to the dark side. So, class of 2018, in the words of myself channeling Yoda, graduate you will, proud we are. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Are you good? On the left side? All right. 3, 2, 1.
Passport around the world. Such a phrase describes San Marino really well. Just look at the last names of our extremely diverse graduating class. Chan, Chen. Chang, Chang with an E.
Lu with an E in the middle. Liang, Li with an I. And after 9 years of him being in the school district, we finally perfected pronunciation of Ishwar's full name. Arun Ishwar Venkatalapathy.
In all seriousness, we would like to welcome the esteemed faculty, school board, parents, family, friends, students, and graduates to the San Marino 2018 commencement ceremony. My name is Michael DuMont.
I'm Libby.
And I'm Ajay. For a lot of us, we got the first stamp on our passports from the local elementary schools, Valentine or Carver.
Contrary to what was recently said at Senior Reflections, Jocelyn, as two fellow Valentine alums stand beside me, we all know that Valentine is a superior school.
Clearly, we've outgrown this childish rivalry. Our next collective destination was Huntington Middle School, where we first caught a glimpse of our class of 2018.
That really was our true peaks, at least for hair.
During our 3 years here, we struggled through awkward neon dances, running or walking daily 600s, and not wearing flip-flops.
We also learned that studying was more than just a suggestion. Parents couldn't access Power School without the password. And after we left, we saw the HMS mascot change even when everyone voted against it.
Which brings us here today to our most recent stop, San Marino High School. Unfortunately, we didn't have Link Crew in all their bright shirt glory to help us slide through freshman year, but we made it despite the freshman mile and even more awkward dances.
Sophomore year was our awakening to the true rigors of high school. During this year, some of us experienced our first AP class, and those 3-hour mastering biology modules with Colo that we may or may not have just went online to find some of the answers anyway. Others of us struggled with waking up for a zero period for the first time, and together we cheered a legendary football team all the way to the CIF state championship game.
As seniors, we've made league and CIF history in almost every single sport at San Marino. Basketball came out with some incredible Titan merch, with boys and girls making it far in CIF. Boys volleyball, stealing athletes from every other sport, won league and advanced to the 3rd round in CIF. Girls tennis made its farthest run in D1 CIF, no bias. Baseball and softball maintained their consistent high performance with solid records to speak for it. And then there are the underrated athletes of swim, water polo, wrestling, cross country, track, golf, and badminton that make up a rare type of human with admirable amounts of courage, patience, and passion. Even more, cheerleaders bear the biting cold of the field and the sweltering heat of the gym to muster nothing but positive Titan spirit. All this with a rare experience we will forever treasure. Our best friends playing by our sides, with even more shouting from the stands.
As for the arts programs, well, they set some high bars for years to come, with choir singing around the world with Miss A, or drama performing award-winning shows like Spelling Bee or Fiddler on the Roof as directed by Blake Williams. Thank you to both of you for all the heart and passion you bring to these programs. Of course, Comedy Sports, 7 p.m. in the web, had everyone in stitches at every show, becoming SoCal champs, and let's not forget about Drumline, who qualified for World Championships this last year.
Speech and Debate had its first state champion in a long time, Ma, sent its first kid to the TOC, and pretty much destroyed every other school in our league under the guidance of Mr. Slimp and his tabbing tournaments into the early hours of the morning. Robotics got to be Alliance captain this year for the first time in recent memory, and we had some legendary finishes at a lot of different tournaments through the 4 years we've been here with Mr. Barton and the 3 with Ms. Hironaka.
Although we ventured into many different facets at SMHS, we always came together as a class through all the hardships that we faced. Some hardships, albeit small, included chem labs, registration days, closed campus days, and the rush on San Marino streets at approximately 1:05 p.m. However, not all struggles were quite so trite. This year's active shooter drill, for example, established a deeper sense of class solidarity.
Likewise, school events such as Dance Tetra and the Musical, late night study or cram sessions, debate tournaments, choir trips, prom, and its ample bonding time with the commute to and from Irvine this year have provided us many opportunities to bond as a class.
Then there was senior year, where we made a lot of new friends, i.e. lit charts, definitely a grade saver. And we experienced realizing that maybe a lot of things didn't matter, and we could probably do stuff the morning when it's due. What's the worst that could happen? Of course, we're gonna need a shout out to Mr. Barton's 11:59 p.m. due dates, because let's be real here, we all start those lab emails to our parents at 11:50 after we've watched a couple hours of Netflix or played a few games of League.
In fact, procrastination played an important part in all facets of our lives, whether it was school, or prom masterings, or, dare I remind everyone, college apps. I swear there was a visible difference in people before and after January 1st.
But honestly, after the college apps were in, we got some time to reflect on how our teachers truly influenced our lives.
Like Mr. Urier, who never failed to inspire us with his spirited vocabulary and constant devotion to the alibi that he simply just works here.
Or Mrs. Murphy, who never failed to greet us with a bright smile, desiring nothing but one in return. Her humility in letting students correct her mistakes, coupled with her humor through calc songs and jokes, always made calculus fun.
And Mr. Barton, for his putting up with Tobias' comments that definitely spiced up fourth period physics. Oh, and then this was the part of the speech where I was going to make fun of Barton for not putting in tests and his timely grading, but between the time we wrote this speech and now, he put in all the tests, so he somehow simultaneously managed to drop my physics grade and also take fire out of my graduation speech at the same time. So, wherever you are, well played, Mr. Barton. All right. Oh. Wait. Oh, and of course Miss Linton with her pesky bearing problems in math analysis, and Calc BC where 6 absences means you have to take the final, so I guess you really can't take a sick day and say, Mrs. Linton, I don't feel so good. With a single snap, that final would leave only half the BC kids alive. But in all honesty, Barton and Linton really did teach us so much, and we are eternally grateful for their help.
But enough about these senior teachers. They've had it easy. It was junior year where our teachers had to endure the ugly side of the class of 2018. Poor Mrs. Chubbuck, who had to suffer through all the endless excuses on why we didn't finish the pre-lab or watch the video.
Then there's Davidson. If you are ever unable to find her room, just follow the music. And if you've ever talked to her this year, you know that our class collectively scored the highest AP Lang scores yet. To Dr. Gates, thank you for creating the friendliest neighborhood. To Barry and Bergman, we are forever grateful for the sunshine you've brought to San Marino, and even more excited for the light that you'll bring to your new schools. To every counselor, thank you for dealing with our ever-changing aspirations. To all the admin working behind the scenes, thank you for the solace you've provided for our trivial San Marino student worries. To the Board of Education and District Administration, thank you for dedicating your life to ensure the success of our own. To our custodian staff, you are the sole reason for the beauty and charm that makes our learning environment. And to all the unnamed faculty and staff, you have made indescribable differences in the lives of those around you. For all the pillars that make San Marino what it is, the class of 2018 is forever grateful.
Not over yet. And last but definitely not least is perhaps the biggest thank you to those guys in the stands, our parents and grandparents, for suffering through our commitments to extracurriculars and sports, for sitting through countless hours of competitions, and driving us to and from work sessions that could go deep into the night. Whether it was ensuring our success or making sure we got rest to recover from the flu, you have all made a positive difference in our lives, and I have no idea how we'll manage without you in college, but we'll somehow find our way.
As we look back on our past lives together, some of us knowing each other since preschool, let's also take a moment to appreciate what we have to look forward to.
San Marino has given us a decorated passport to take around the world, literally this time. The farthest school that we're going to is John Cabot University in Rome. The closest is Caltech, about as diverse as San Marino.
There's the U.S. Military Academy, West Point, and research-intensive schools like Columbia and USC's engineering schools.
Whether we get our next stamp at a community college, liberal arts school, or university, the one thing we do have in common is that San Marino is our home.
Even though from this moment on, we'll be spread out across the globe, we'll always have the skills, memories, and friends that San Marino has given us.
So perhaps bittersweet, but for the last time,
Have a great Titan Day!
Ready? To the class of 2018, you're here. This is your moment of graduation. For many of you, it's been 13 incredible years and memories framed by Carver carnivals, Valentine pumpkin patches, Huntington pancake breakfasts, high school luau's, Coro, Coachella, Stagecoach. For others of you, the number of years that you've journeyed together to reach this moment has been less than 13, but the friendships and memories are equally as valued. To the Titan graduates who have chosen to pursue a career in the United States Armed Forces, whether you're headed to West Point to join the long gray line of West Point's graduates, Ray Chang, or if you're headed to basic training, it is with courage and honor that you've intentionally selected a path of service to our country, a path that is inherently filled with a measure of uncertainty. It is in the most sincerest of ways that we, the community of San Marino High School, stand in salute of you and thank you for your service. Thank you. To the entire class of 2018, are you ready, kids? I can't hear you. Okay. Back to the commencement speech. As the pomp and circumstance of tonight's evening's fade, as the shiny foil 2018 balloons deflate, you're sure to have questions about how successful you'll be in the next station of your life. Although I'm a mere 40 years of age, I've had great parents, teachers, and mentors, and I'd like to share a few of the lessons I've learned from them. And while I'm not certain it's appropriate to title a commencement speech, I'm going to press the button and title this speech, Design Your Dreams and Avoid the Shiny Opportunities. You see, when you design your dreams, you intentionally prioritize what's important. Usually at the top of this priority list is happiness. And when you build everything around happiness, money, power, influence will follow as byproducts. And when you're at the zenith of your happiness, you'll look to contribute to others as they look to fulfill their dreams. You'll become a dream maker. Think of Ellen DeGeneres. However, when you chase your dreams versus designing them, you're likely to pick up any of the elements of your dreams out of order of priority and in order of shiny opportunity. Money, power, influence, and other societal pressures. And you'll have to work to fit these components together into a dream. And let me tell you, working to put your dream together this way is pretty tough. What's likely to happen is you'll value these opportunities and you'll become responsible stewards of these opportunities. And you'll dispense with the priority list and what's most important, particularly happiness. And it's in that moment, in that very moment when you reprioritize happiness, you've settled. So, what do you need to design your dreams and avoid the shiny opportunities? Well, I'm glad you asked. There's 4 key steps you should take. Step 1, learn to love who you are and believe that you have purpose. Dr. King called this believing in your somebodyness. You should own the indubitable fact that you have purpose. You are specifically created, placed perfectly in position on this planet, and you have purpose. Max Ehrmann articulated it like this: you are a child of the universe, no less than the trees or the stars, and you have the right to be here. Step number 2, study your strengths and accept your weaknesses. The truth of you lies somewhere between those 2 points. Ability, potential, perseverance are your birthrights. Focus on your own birthrights, not your friends, because there will always be someone greater and lesser than yourself. Additionally, keep in mind that success is not finite, it's a process. In every opportunity, there's a measure of something to strive for, failure, and there's a measure of success. Analyze those outcomes and use those findings of your research in your next attempt. So take risks. Learn the pains of falling and the sense of pride in getting back up again. And remember, even monkeys fall from trees. Step 3, don't try to be normal. Don't try to fit in. If you are a duck, I would say no worries, go ahead, quack like a duck, waddle like a duck. Yeah, you all be ducks, but you're not a duck. You're a titan. The poet Maya Angelou wrote it like this: if you're always trying to be normal, you'll never know how amazing you can be. It's pretty simple. The more experiences you have with different situations and different people, the more comfortable, confident, and powerful you'll be in expressing your own perspective, despite how unique it may seem. Think about it like this: what if you were born a turtle? Well, you will have the perspective of a turtle. Well, what if you were born a giraffe? Well, you will have a perspective of a giraffe. As a turtle, you can never see the world through the same way that the giraffe does, or vice versa. But what if, as a turtle, You created meaningful relationships with giraffes as friends or as family, and they lifted you up so you can see the world from their perspective. I think you might just value the way that they see the world, because understanding how giraffes see the world will help you and the giraffe, friends and family, to navigate the world that you both live in respectfully and effectively. Share your perspective. However, don't expect your other turtle friends to get it right away until they have their own meaningful relationships with giraffes. So go have some fun, find some giraffes, see life from their perspective, find out what it is like to learn new things, meet new people, and see new perspectives. There's enough future out there for everyone. Go grab your share. Lastly, live truth through principles and happiness through faith. Calibrate your truth against the principles of humanity and live by them. My mom still says to me, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Find your core values, share your strengths as contributions to humanity, and live your authentic happiness every day. A song that my siblings and I used to sing when we were little was, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine." Let your light shine, but be humble enough to believe in something greater than yourself. This is important for it will be faith in something greater than yourself that will help you manage the highs and lows of life that are sure to come. In closing, class of 2018, I wish you all the excitement that this wonderful adventure of life has to offer you. Please share the ethos of the San Marino community with the world. Commit to restoring the value of truth and make kindness contagious. Thank you for allowing me to be your principal, and congratulations. Ms. Shelly Ryan, as principal, I certify these students have met all the requirements of graduation from the San Marino High School, and for the purposes of awarding their diplomas, I present to you the class of 2018.
Flip this over.
Vivyan Lin. Ajay Natarajan. Thomas William Airing. Elizabeth Chang. Marika Carly Brunicelli. Michael Lewin DuMont. Alec Matthew Kwan Hao Chen. Courtney Yu. Jessica Ariana Gonzalez Street. Jacob Richard Valenzuela. Leonard Wang. Gwyneth Tan Walla. Jacqueline Brum. Tino Anthony Lopez.
Andrew Robert Cornelison.
Caroline Emmeline Stonington.
Serena Kosu.
Stephen Lachlan Alexander Streeter.
Graham Anderson French.
Hallie Christine Pedroza.
Monique Duong.
Austin McLeod Urbach.
Charles Edward Agajanian.
Kate Darcy O'Malley.
Allison Zimmerman Abrams.
William Guy Steele IV.
John Ellis Carter.
Anna Louise Pearson.
Joyce Xiaowei Liang.
Ian Charles Pearson.
Grayson Owen Garcia.
Caitlin Sumiko McCall.
Audrey Emma Bain.
David M. Sandoval.
Chuma Christopher Azinge.
Courtney Rayco McCall.
Rebecca Ponce Cohen.
Jeffrey Lewis McDaniel.
Edison Tang Leong.
Cheyenne Track.
Megan Rose Kelly.
Billy Wu.
Alexander Gayu Cheng.
Lillian Christine Rangel.
Lauren Lee Bruning.
Andreas Magical Mercado.
Nigel Hawk Aranabar.
Juno Emmeline Stilley.
Maffer Hodges.
Keenan Bohong Ta.
Colin Lance Bailey.
Serena Y. Wang.
Valentina Adrian Lamb.
Preston Thomas Sanchez.
Dylan Reinhardt Goldsmith.
Kaylin Brittany Liu.
Brooke Catherine Banuelos.
Christopher Wei Long Yang.
Harrison Reed Dunkel.
Macy Mena.
Wania Batul Ahmad.
Jonathan Trong.
Brian Aloysius Byrne.
Keono Tina McDaniel.
Hannah L. Charity.
Nathan Wang.
Devin Wayne Philos.
Elizabeth Sentoso Mi Lalawan.
Dallas Sarah Ang.
Alocio Figueroa Neto.
Derek K. Gerhart.
Hannah Moyi Mitt.
Elise Nicole Cardenas.
Michael Simon Shahan.
Blake Christopher Cabot.
Chloe Audrey Swee.
Emily Nevi Hornberger.
Sebastian Christian Mercant.
John Michael Hutchison.
Tiffany Han Shi.
Molly Elaine Hornberger.
Kevin Alexander San.
John David Hornberger.
Cheyenne Jasmine Yu.
Ariana Harvey.
Willis Tang.
Alejandro Juarez.
Sarah Ann Taichirian.
Sarala Anying Dunn.
Kyle Kabing Yen.
Philip James Kate.
Audrey Yatin Yang.
Inara Byring.
Lindsay Tamara Woodward.
Nathan Cow.
Isabella Serena Motano.
Sophia Akane Lee.
Yu Shaw.
Tobiah Don Abravanel.
Alyssa Elena Mahia.
Joanne Chen.
Cho Zhao.
Ray Chang.
Kelly Yu.
Elizabeth Ann Chang.
Ju Chi Lu.
Anson Hoi Fung Kwan.
Taylor Yang.
Christine C. Han.
Kenny Jayan Wong.
Jonathan Yen Sung Chen.
Sabila Singh.
Tiffany Cho.
Ivan Wang.
Take a minute, this line's too long. Blake Castleman.
Elon Wong.
Victoria Ying Lu Chen.
Benevolence Lee.
Kyle Leland Chen.
Zoe Joy Liu.
Audrey Hong.
Colbert H. Zhang.
Joshua Sun Duncan.
Alexandria Marie Wang.
Yaju Kate Lee.
William Tsai.
Salman El Gabalawi.
Sophia Colette Mira.
Lien.
Edmund Wu.
Jeffrey Lawrence Lamb.
Maya Scott Puri.
Nicole Lorelei Durgis.
Jonathan Daniel Mack.
Kirill Maxim Kolevsky.
Ariana Mikhaila Prapis.
Claire Ann Garcia.
Jacob Eun Sok Yi.
Nathaniel Glenn Derrick.
Flavia Gabriela Yanarda.
Kayla Nicole Cardenas.
Spencer Harrison Keenfee Mar.
Christopher Warren Crowell.
Victoria Isabella Satillo.
Samantha Dwight Edmonds.
Timothy K. Wong.
Jason Christian Erickson.
Daphne Wang.
Annette Weiling Aladifa.
Jonathan Ryan Wu.
James V. Chillingarian.
Catherine Wu.
Christina B. Edo.
Justin Lawrence Wu.
Michael Fan.
Tamara Lubuth Van Huda.
Caitlin Hernandez.
Andrew James Wong.
Joseph Fisher.
Saviana Ray Nikui Smith.
Christine Chang.
Alec Kareem Nikui Smith.
Matthew Kim.
Samia Ann Nikui Smith.
Phoebe Binwin Duong.
Kobe Dawson O.
Eric Dang.
Lillian Alyssa Mortonen.
Colette Chen.
Sean William Ty.
Darren Kwan.
Adrian Shao.
Jane Hung.
Wesley Adam Sue.
Ethan Colin Hong.
Becky Zong.
Audrey Lindy Huang.
Kevin Zhu.
Adrian William Huang.
Quan Zhang.
Yamila Amara Evans.
Austin Nathan Tong.
Grant Stephen Holt.
Shawen Singh.
Julia Wang.
Yusef El Shanawi Malik.
Yale L. Hone.
Joshi Wang.
Zoe Ann Lee.
Eric E. Olson.
Victor Hua.
Mandy Zhang.
Alice Lee.
Jake Yu.
Brian Cam.
Charmaine Chu.
Grace Lee.
Austin Pan.
Michael Chen.
Jackie Liu.
Connie Au.
Yiming Wang.
King Gu.
Sarah X. Wang.
Sherry Lee.
Sayu Yu.
Peiji He.
Jane Park.
K.E. Hu.
Ni Wang.
William Lennox.
Zong Yao Pio.
Kathy Chen.
Ningen Zong.
Thomas Ryan Jett.
Theodore Wong.
Catherine Lee.
Anthony Ma.
William Coe.
Kibi Tai.
Rosalind Chow.
Yao Chang York Wang.
Nathan B. Lee.
Jonathan David Sheen.
Tiffany Ho.
Joseph Kyle Wong.
Vincent Y. Lee.
Kyle Wang.
Alexandria K. M.
Alan Trung Nguyen.
Jacob Adam Bartoli.
Mark Benjamin Wong.
Tiffany Chu.
Aruneshwar Venkata Chalapathy.
Wilson Ann Lynn.
Brandon Michael Wong.
Brianna Natalie Kumar.
Bradley W. McDonald.
Ethan Wayne Lai.
JD Shu.
Jocelyn Paula G.
Gary Russell Swartz.
Drake Henry Lim.
Prabhakar Rao.
Taylor Kendra Eng.
Caleb Pierce Shofi.
Ian Kwan Han.
EJ Sung.
Rachel Chan.
Cody Yang.
Jaren Huang.
Alexander Way Powers.
Jasmine Lee.
Thomas M. Moffett.
Matthew Chen.
Ryan James Sabin.
Annika Gabrielle Lair Bryant.
Micah Kelly Micah Lopez.
Garrett Kawaguchi.
Sean Lee.
Kaylin Jihei Lee.
Raymond Liu.
Alex Jang.
Peter T. Zhu.
Shannon Hollingsworth.
Marco Y. Pong Wong.
Christopher Coe.
Tenny Sang.
Sabrina Joyce Liu.
Ming Yang Zhang.
Charles Guccio.
Jerry Liu.
Naomi Lin.
Auric Rivera.
Jordan Chang.
Laura Leyland Luke.
Emily Yen Yu Chen. Kristen T. Liu. Matthew Thomas Gulick. It's on a piece of paper right there. Kat Schwan Shen.
Please stand and join me in applauding the class of 2018. We will remain standing. We will remain standing from the alma mater.
I'm on top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Been waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, hey. Been holding it in for a while, hey. Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. I've tried to cut these corners, try to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of something. I could've gave up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I've traveled all this way for something. I take it in but don't look down, 'cause I'm on top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world. Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, hey. Been holding it in for a while, hey. Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you make the ground. But get up now, get up, get up now. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up when you make the ground. But get up now, get up, get up now. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the earth. I've been waiting as long as hold me there for a while, hey. Take you with me if I can. Dreaming of this to be done. I'm on top of the world.
Come on into Grad night and welcome to Passport Around the World and
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you.
time, here they come, your waiters for Grad Night 2018. Come on out. There they are. Oh, the one row lead. They've been practicing this for like exciting. Wow. Amazing. That's beautiful. Holy smokes! Mr. Long, Mr. Barry, Mr. folks. Thank you guys. Uh-oh, we're leaving now. We're looking for cues. Let's give a big round of applause. Aren't they great? They work for like seconds to present your team.
Fill my cup, put some in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bout that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh!
On the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. Right awake, everybody. Hey, sit up in your chest. That's how we do it up here. Hey, sit up straight. There you go. How you doing? Nice to meet you. And sleep. 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 Okay. Slide on out. Slide on out. Right on the chair. Sleep. Just let go, relax, and kneel down. Have a seat out there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, dropping 4, dropping 3, dropping 2, dropping 1, all the way down. 2 and 3, run awake, everybody. Oh, there's a cold up here. Grab onto somebody. It's down to 5 degrees. It's down to 4. It's down to 3. Get it there really close. It's down to 2. It's down to 1 degree. I don't know why to turn on the heater. It's down to 1. Oh, wait, I think they fixed it. It's getting better. It's up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78. Oh, that's much better. Wide awake, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Sleep. 2 and 3. Wide awake, everybody. Oh, man, it's hot up here. As it goes to 110. It's up to 120. Yeah, girls, help them get those tail legs up. As it goes to 120. It's like 130 up here. It's the hottest place I've ever been. On the way to turn on the air conditioning. As it goes to 130. It's like 140. It's the hottest place I've ever been. Hold on, this guy's burning up down here. Let me help this guy out. Hold on, this guy's burning. How you doing? What's your name?
Thomas.
What is it?
Thomas.
Thomas, hotter than heck up here, ain't it, Thomas? Drink this down, it'll cool you right off. Yeah, don't spill it though. Yeah, it'll taste just like horse piss. Ah, Thomas, it's horse pee, don't drink it! Yeah! Oh, I don't think you drank that crap, it was yellow. Oh, wait. No, wait, I can't do that. That's really gross. Thomas, buddy, I'll count to you. That was just water, man. Look, 1, 2, 3. Just bottled water. I wouldn't do that to you. Hey, listen. Now, don't look at me. Look at your hands. I want you to roll one hand over the other like this. Try this out. Yeah, do this. You know why? If you do that, you're going to find you have now created a human fan. You can now feel the cold air. It's coming off your hands, up your face, down your neck. It will feel wonderfully good. And what you'll find is the faster you do it, watch your hands as they go around, the faster you do it, the cooler it'll get, so you want to speed it up. Because your hands going out really, really fast. That's great. That's like air conditioning. It feels wonderful. But now something is wrong. You can't stop this. You're trying to stop it. You can't. Your hands are taking control. Your hands are speeding up. They just keep going around and around. They just keep going faster, 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 faster. Real, real deep. 1, 2, 3. Sleep. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down deeper and deeper and deeper.
Have a seat, Samantha. Put your napkin on your lap. Okay, uncross your legs. Softly, gently, right on his shoulder, sleep. Samantha, softly and gently, doesn't seem to have any concept for you. Sleep. Okay. I'll count to 3, you'll sit up. It's the person on your right, you know where it's coming from. That's not your problem. Your problem is you know exactly what it smells like. It's disgusting. There's no way you're gonna sit there. 1, 2, and 3. Run away, everybody. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice rib, man. I believe you did that up here. That is disgusting. Where'd you eat today? I can't believe you ripped that off up here. That is gross. It's getting worse. My eyes are starting to burn. Oh, that's sick. Yeah. Hey, does anybody know who did it? Just point them right out. Yeah, just point them right out. Yeah, we'll get security. I can't believe you guys. Did she do it? She did it right there. That's terrible. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You know why it smells bad? It smells bad because everybody got up and walked around. If you go back and sit in your original chair the moment you sit down and buckle your seatbelt, that smell will be gone. So do it real quick. 1, 2, and 3. Run away, everybody. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, just lean right over to that one. Oh, that's incredible. Check that out. I can't believe how good that is. You just want to eat that up? That's so good. Get your face right into that one. Oh, that's some great stuff. Who is that? Wide awake. Open your eyes. Back here. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah. And wait a minute. You made a mistake. That's the wrong person. It's the person on the other side. It's the other side that smells good. There it is. Oh, yeah. Get right into that one. Oh, that's incredible. Woo. Everybody get your composure back. Slide back in your own chairs, please. There you go. Buckle up with all your seatbelts. Put on your lap bars and your shoulder bars. Nice deep breath. We have some really nice, open your eyes. Pay attention. Hi, what's your name, dear?
Sarla?
Sarah, thank you so much for being up here. Just relax, sleep. Be looking around, shoes. Hurry up. Hurry, she's gonna wake up, hurry up. How you doing, big guy? What's your name?
Will.
Will, thanks for being here, Will. Right on her shoulder. Just relax, Will. Sleep. Hurry. Great. What's your name, little one? Samaya, right, softly, sleep. There we go. And everybody take a deep breath, exhale, relax, and sleep. Boom, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4. Don't fall off your chair, Samaya. I'm gonna step right over here and just get a drink of water! Tell him! Don't you piss in my pool! Tell him! Hey, you! Get out of my pool! Throw him out! Good job, Gordy. Thanks for being here. I know, that's disgusting. Don't piss in my pool! Good job. Have a seat right over there. That's disgusting. I can't believe they did that to you. Hey, what is that right there? Cargoes! Hey, get your feet up! Get him! No, come on, get out here! Get him! All right, she got him. Kick him off the stage. Get him out of here. She saved you. Go thank her, guys. Oh, look, group hug! Oh, she saved everybody. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness she was here to save us all. Okay, everybody back into your own chairs, please. Hi, dear. What's your name? Sarah, would you come up here with me for just a moment, Sarah? Where'd that come from? Okay. Sarah, thank you for being here. Congratulations on your I'm sorry. I spit on you. Congratulations on your graduation, Sarah. Listen, can you tell me, Sarah, how many fingers do you have? How many were you born with?
9.
9? Oh, this is really going to screw up. Hold them out like this for me, Sarah. All 10 of all of them. Spread them out really far. Spread them out. I'll point them out. You scream them out. I'll point them out. You scream them out really loud, really quick, one at a time. You got to scream like you're yelling at your little brother and he ticked you off because people way in the back after you. Are you ready? What's this one?
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Sarah, you got 11 fingers? No, wait, Sarah. I probably didn't point right. I make that mistake sometimes. Here, hold it out yourself. Go ahead and point them out yourself and count them out again. Point them out so I know where you are. Go ahead.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You do have 11 fingers. Sarah, that's incredible. Wait right here. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I'll get you some help. Don't wait, go away. How you doing? What's your name?
Will.
Will, thanks for being here, Will. Congratulations on your graduation. Listen, Will, buddy, how many fingers do you have, man?
9.
No kidding. Hold them up like this for me, would you please? Start right there with your thumb. Point to every finger. Scream them right out. Sarah, watch him, would you? Yeah, wait for me. Wait for me. Okay, start again.
1.
Faster.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9? You got 9? That's not right, is it?
No, you have 11.
I'm sorry, could you do that? Show him one more time. Watch him. I think he messed up. Just watch him. Go ahead. One more time. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Sarah, that's not right, is it?
It's not right.
He screwed up, didn't he? Big time. Here, come over here, Will. Come over here. Sarah's really smart. Hold your fingers out here. I'll count his fingers from Sarah. Go ahead.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's not right?
That's just wrong.
I'm sorry, Sarah. He didn't get it. Could you just show him one more time? I'm sorry, dude. One more time.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Wait, there's a mistake somewhere. Hold your fingers out here, Sarah. Will, count her fingers. See what you get.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Man, you guys got me confused. Hold on just a minute, okay? Let's see. Would you go down and take that chair right there between the two young ladies? Will, Sarah, listen, I know you guys are real smart. You wouldn't be here. This is what I want you to do. You guys are now teammates. You're like lab partners. I want you to go over there in those two chairs, sit down and work together as a team and help each other out. When you get it figured out as to who's got what and where the mistake is, just come up and let me know, okay? Have a seat right over there. Help him out, Sarah. I don't think he gets it. Yeah, show him how to do it. And now. Wait, Sarah, he didn't get it, did he?
No.
What's the matter with him?
He keeps adding a number.
Listen, Nigel, they let some really stupid kids graduate today, I'm telling you. They should give them a test before they give them a diploma, don't you think? Yeah. How many fingers do you have? 2. Hold them up like this for me, would you, Nigel? Turn them over. Start right here, Nigel. I want you to scream them out super loud like you're really proud of them. Go ahead. 2. Point 2. That's right, Nigel. I knew you were smart. I could tell by looking at it. Listen, Nigel. If you added them all up, do the math in your head. Do the math in your head. Hold on, he's doing the math. You got it? Yeah. How many is that? 2. Good. Okay, have a seat right over there. I gotta get a drink of water. Don't you piss in my pool! Way to go, buddy. You out of the pool. You out of the pool. You out of the pool. Good job, buddy. Have a seat right there. That's disgusting. Hi, what's your name, dear?
Anna.
Anna, hold your finger up like this, Anna. See the big orange nose on that duck? Reach over and touch it right on the nose. What, is there a rule? What's the rule? Nobody touch my duck! Don't touch his duck, that's the rule right there. Hey, everybody say hello to Victor. Victor says, hi guys, congratulations on your graduation. Oh, we're so glad you could be here. But you know what? Victor doesn't live here in California. He lives way back in New Orleans. He lived in a voodoo shop for 20 years, so he's a voodoo monkey. Anything at all that happens to Victor, exactly the same thing will happen to you, but it'll happen out 10 times as bad. It's a little bit weird, it's a little bit strange, and it pretty much works like this. Watch.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body like.
Can I use the volume?
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. My girl's name is Sinora. I tell you friends, I have no heart. And when she dances, oh brother, she's a hurricane and all kinds of weather. Jump in the line. Okay, I believe you.
Okay, stand up, round and round and round. Whoa.
Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock the body. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. You can go about cha-cha, and go water, and go about. Rock your body line. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line, rock your body line.
Woo!
Rock your body line. Somebody help me.
Woo!
Rock your body line. Shake, shake,
Sit down, sit down.
shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. See?
From this moment on, you can no longer remember your first name. You can remember your last name, but your first name is totally gone. It's fading, it's gone. However, you know it's very important that I know who you are. So from this moment on and for the rest of the night, if you hear me call anybody on our stage by their first name, the moment I say their first name, you're going to realize that's your first name too. That's your name too. You know it's real important that I know who you are, so you'll come down no matter what you do. You'll jump up, come over, get my attention, go, hey, that's my name too, and then you'll tell me what your new name is, because you know it's real important that I know who you are. Well, I'm going to count to 4 and everybody's going to wake up. Wide awake, 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. And there we go. Hey, we have some great people up here. Let's find out who they are. What's your name? What's your first name? What's your last name?
Ariel.
I'm sorry?
Ariel.
Ariel. What's your first name? That's okay, I'll get back with you. Hi, Nigel. It's Nigel, right? Nice to meet you, Nigel. I'm so glad you could be here. Yeah, thanks for being here, Nigel. What? Come here. Come here. Come here. I'm sorry, what?
You can call my name.
What's your name?
Nigel.
Oh, you're Nigel too? I have 2 Nigels. Oh, great. Have a seat. Be more excited. Get your down to your name. Hey, wide awake, big guy. What's your name? That's quite a drawl you got there. Where are you from?
L.A.
L.A.? Well, he's got a heck of an accent. I thought you were from Texas. What's your name?
Blake.
Blake, thanks for being here. Blake, what?
You called me?
I did. What's your name?
Blake.
Your name's Blake too? Cool. I have a seat right down there. Great. God, I got 2 Nigels and 2 Blakes. And Will, nice to see you. Will, thank you so much for being here. Will. What?
You called me?
What's your name?
Will.
Oh, great. Okay. Have a seat down there. Hi, little one. What's your name?
Yami.
Yami. Thank you so much, Yami, for being here this evening. What's your name? What's your name?
Yami.
Cool. Okay, cool. What's your name, dear?
Allison.
Allison! Oh, Allison, so glad you could be here this evening. What?
You called me?
Your name is?
Allison.
Cool, okay, have a seat right there. You guys are all going to wake and you're going to see the weirdest thing that's happened up here. I've been standing up here in front of all your friends all this time, and there certainly is a front half to the suit that I'm wearing. But when I turn around, you're going to see there is no back end to my suit at all. There's nothing but my butt hanging out in your face. It'll be the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. You can't believe I came to your grad night and there's no back end to my suit at all. Funniest thing you've ever seen. Our count of 3, you'll sit up, wide awake, 1, 2, 3, boom, wide awake, everybody. Hey, listen, guys, I have to make some announcements to the rest of your friends that are here, but do me a favor. Please sit very still and very quiet in your chairs. If you make any noise at all, they won't hear the announcements, and I'll have to start over. So just sit still and quiet, and I'll get back to you in just a moment, okay? Hey, we want to congratulate you guys on your graduation today. We know what a hassle it is. You've been up like since 6 o'clock this morning, and now here you are past midnight, and here you're at grad night. Hey, did you see this? Somebody dropped their diploma right here. Look, I'll check it out. Their diploma's right here on the floor. What? All count of three, you'll see that's just an illusion. Look, 1, 2, 3, look. Of course I have my pants on. Oh. Well, okay, they kind of beat me to the punch. I'll count to 3, you'll sit up here as naked as the day you were born, stuck tight in your chair, you're so embarrassed. 1, 2, and 3, wait. Wow, check on out! Oh, I don't believe you guys got naked at grad night! Oh, you're in so much trouble up here. We don't allow this at grad night. You guys are in so much trouble up here. Where are your clothes? I'll count to 3, you'll see that's just an illusion. Look, 1, 2, 3, look. Of course you have your clothes on. We wouldn't do that to you. Allison, dear, I want you to relax your hand, please. Let it go. It's like there's no muscle in your hand at all. There is no muscle. There is no bone. There's no tendon. Allison, there's no feeling in your hand. Don't help me. Don't turn it. Don't do anything in your hand, Allison. You can't. It's just a lump of floppy flesh. Let it go as it just melts right down. Okay, Bob. Now, I want you to note the position. Allison's fingertips are now pointed. They're right out towards the center of our stage. You can see the tops of her fingernails. Just note this position. Allison, I want you to relax your hand here. Let it go. There's no muscle in your hand at all. There is no muscle. There is no bone. There's no tendon. There's no feeling in your hand. Don't help me. Don't turn it. Don't do anything, Allison. That's really good. That's 3/4 of a turn. Let it go as it rocks around. It's almost there, Allison. All the way around, right back to the center. That's where I started. That's a full 360-degree twist on her wrist. Now she's really relaxed. I think she'll go a little farther. Let's see what she can do. Remember, I've already gone around a full circle, guys. This is turn number 2. Allison, I want you to really relax that wrist. Let it go. There's no bone, no muscle, no tendon, no feeling. All the way around, Allison. Let it rock. Woo! There is another half a turn on top of the first 360 that she did. This young lady is very, very relaxed. Now, if you'd like to try that one out on yourself, and everybody always does, small rule you have to follow. Here's the rule. The rule is you may not flip your wrist over so that your palm faces us up at any time. You have to keep your fingernails up the entire time like Allison did. If you do that, you'll see you can get a little more than a half a turn out of your wrist and not much more than that. Allison went around a full 360 circle and then put a half a turn on top of that one. I know some enthusiasm of you will get her up here, so let's hear it for my friend, the incredible, the talented, the oh so sexy Shakira Issaic Gates. We have Shakira girl. Can I get more? Okay, help me out here, guys. Come on. Take your slippers off. Wake up, what are you doing? Come over here, I'll count to 3, you wake up, you realize what you did up here in front of friends. The incredible, the talented Miss Taylor Swift, yeah, bring her on, Taylors! Wake up! Ladies, I'm going to count to 5. You'll wake up, you realize what you did up here in front of all your friends. He's traveling worldwide with his dance troupe. Let's hear it from my friend, the incredible Zionist dancers. Bring it on up sides! Give it to him, side!
Non-stop.
Wake up, gentlemen. Gentlemen, I'm going to count to 5. What I'm going to say to these guys, have a seat, guys. And guys, congratulations on your graduation. My name is Chuck Milligan. Don't go away. Johnny Ace Palmer is on his way out here right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations on your graduation. My name is Johnny Ace Palmer, and I'm very happy to be here to show you some magic. Please watch closely. Something may appear right in front of your eyes, like a cane or flowers, or it just might disappear. Please watch very closely. My first feat of magic is called the opener. That's a pretty good name for the first trick. If you watch, you can see the opener. If you listen, you can hear it. Do you hear that? That's my opener. But what good is an opener without something to open? Thank you. Thank you. It's a classic, a true classic. When people think about magic, they often think about a rabbit out of a hat trick. It's very common to think about it. It's very rare to see it. Tonight I'd like to perform the classic rabbit out of the hat trick with the young lady from the audience. Would you be kind enough to come up? Will you stand on my right side, please? What's your name?
Ariana.
My name is Johnny Ace Palmer, and this is Ariana. And with the help of Ariana, I will pull a real live rabbit out of a hat. A spin, a wave, and a snap. And she's in there. Now the hard part. She's gone. This guy's amazing. Thank you. It takes a good magician to make a rabbit appear in a hat, but to make it disappear, that's a whole nother level. You're Ariana?
Yeah.
With the help of Ariana, I will now show you a real rabbit out of a hat. Please wave your hand. Please snap. Look.
Uh-huh.
You see it?
I guess.
Look. It's just a little hair. Let's check the table. There's nothing under the table. Let's try the hat one more time. Will you all wave your hand toward the hat, please? Please snap. Oh, we did it! A real live bunny rabbit. See? Aww. Isn't she cute? See how soft she is.
Reaching out.
Isn't she sweet?
Yeah, she's so cute.
This is Snowball. You may pet her one more time and then go back to your seat to a thunderous round of applause. Thank you for helping me. I'll leave her in the hat. For the rest of the show, I'll leave her in the hat. And after the show, if you would like to scratch her behind the ear, she loves to be scratched right here. She's a good bunny. She lives with me and my family in Huntington Beach. That makes her a beach bunny. You stay in the hat. I am blessed with 2 beautiful daughters, and the trick I'm about to show you makes them laugh. And that's my favorite sound in life. I hope you enjoy this trick as much as they do. It uses 3 little round red spongy balls, and I call it the illusion of the 3 little round red spongy balls. I named it myself. I need to step into my office. Thanks for the office space, Brian. How you doing? This is a table, a stand and a board covered in cloth made as a table. The illusion of the 3 little round red spongy balls goes something like this. Actually, it goes exactly like this. Here's 1 and here's 2. I'll put this one in my pocket. That's a little fast. I'll start again. 1 and 2 and 1 in my That's the same speed, isn't it? Deja vu. Do you know what deja vu is? Do you know what deja vu is? Uh-oh. They're here. Here's one, instant replay, slow motion. Here's two. I'll put this one in my pocket. Uh-oh. They're back. I'll tell you what, I'll put this one in this pocket, and I'll put this one in this. Wait, I'll put this. Wait. Uh-oh, look what's on my shoe. Here's one, here's two. I'll put this one in my pocket. Guess how many are here? That's right, but I'll make them all disappear. And that's what I'm gonna do, but not before I show you my best trick. This is one of my biggest fans right here. My best trick involves 3 metal cups, 3 metal cups, 3 yellow balls, and 3 lovely ladies from the audience. Would you like to come up? Would you like to come up? Would you come up too? Say hi to Snowball. I have one of you on my right, please. My name is Johnny Ace Palmer. What's your name?
Anna.
This is Anna, everyone. And what's your name?
Cat.
What is it?
Cat.
This is Cat, everyone. And what's your name?
Sarah.
What is it?
Sarah.
This is Sarah, everyone. Your name again?
Anna.
Sarah, Kat, and Anna. This is everyone. Will each of you please pick up a cup, look inside, feel inside, tap the bottom, show everyone the cup's empty and solid. Please set the cup down and pick up the yellow ball. Please hold it in the air like this, show everyone it is what it appears to be, a pom-pom made out of yarn. My wife made them for me. I helped. I picked out the color. There's so many shades of yellow. Please put the ball on the table. Please watch my hands. I'll warm up my fingers. This is how I warm up my fingers. If you'd like to try it, put your hands like this. Bend one finger at a time and then open them one at a time. Then speed it up. It's a good way to warm up your fingers. I also use a marker as a magic wand. Actually, I have a magic wand, a real magic wand. I was recently voted the best parlor magician at the Magic Castle just last April. And this is part of the award. Thank you. It works really well. I'll show you what I mean. A magic wand, 3 yellow balls, and 3 lovely ladies. Please turn the cups upside down. Please put a ball on top of each cup. Thank you. Please lift the cup and look inside, and then please set it down and watch closely. Please watch the magic wand and this yellow ball. This yellow ball will disappear with the help of the wand. A spin and a tap, and it's gone. This one disappears just as fast. A spin and a tap. The last one, no spin, no tap, just a wave. Gone. Please lift the cups and pick up the ball and show everyone the ball is back under the cups. Now please cover the ball with the cup. Thank you for that applaud.
Yeah.
He's a good audience. Please lift the cup, show everyone it's empty. Please watch closely. My best trick. Please cover the ball. Let's forget about the wand. It's just for distraction. Let's forget about the balls under these cups. In fact, I'll put this one and this one in my pocket, but I'll leave this one here. Remember, I put this one in my pocket like this. I put this one in my pocket too, but I left those two there. Did I say two? I didn't mean to say two. I meant to say, do you see two there, Ann? Do you see two? Will you put your finger here? I meant to say three. Will you show us three? See? If I put all three in my pocket, they go back to the cups. But first they go back to the wand. Then they go back to the cups. And they change into live baby chickens. On the count of three, please lift the cups. 1, 2, 3. You can pick them up. You can pick them up. Use 2 hands. 2 hands. Aren't they cute? How about a nice hand for these 3 cute chicks? Thank you for coming up to help me. As soon as you put them on the table, you may go back to your seats to a thunderous round of applause. Thank you for helping me. Thank you. Thank you for helping me. Here's 1. Here's 2. I'll put this one in. No. I would never do anything like that. Come on, you little nugget. Say bye-bye, Nuggets. Lunch. Before I do my last illusion, I would sincerely like to congratulate you on your graduation and your commencement. I'll be here all night. I'll show you card tricks and coin tricks a little later. But first, it's time for my last illusion here. An illusion with magic water, better known as Zippo lighter fluid. Do not try this at home. I'm a trained professional. And don't go to your neighbors and try it either. Here's the match I got at the Mini Mart. It works every time on the 3rd strike. Watch the candle and then the fire. Watch the candle and then the fire. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice round of applause for Johnny Ace.
Thank you.
Johnny, can we walk into
Let's go to the beach, each, let's go get a wave. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found a Bud Light. Bad bitch like me, it's hard to come by. The Patron, let's go get it down. The sound, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it 2, 3? Leave a good tip. I'ma blow all of my money and don't give 2
I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more, till I can't stand. Get on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars.
My finest memory definitely has to be before sophomore year. Towards the end of sophomore year, wrestling season, because I'm a wrestler. And that was the best our team has ever been. Winning a CIF title with my wrestling team was definitely the best memory here.
Hanging out with all my friends and playing basketball with them.
My fondest memory is just being able to be around like people that I know for so many years and building like the camaraderie and family bond.
Fourth quarter senior year, I ditched fifth period with my friend Nick to have Wingstop. That's my best memory.
I would say it would have to be like the community and like just the environment all around was always happy, and I've had the same friends since middle school and nothing has changed except for some things, but other than that we've all been really close, and now it's just we're leaving together. It's just a different experience.
Sophomore year, my friend was ASB president, or she was ASB class president for the sophomore class, and we helped design the floats and work on them, and then by the time homecoming came around, me and all my friends got to be on the float as we paraded around. So it was really fun.
Driving down Huntington with all my friends in the car, all the windows down, screaming out songs from the top of our lungs. That's one of my fondest memories doing here, just in San Marino.
I think my funnest memory is probably just like all the little times when I hang out with my friends when we got together like outside of school, and it was just a really fun time, and we got to bond a lot in high school.
Going to my first football game, that was pretty good because I transferred last year, so football games, yeah.
I think my fondest memory was discovering my friend group and really finding who I fit in with the most in this school, because prior to sophomore year, I didn't really know how to make friends, and then by sophomore year I found like a huge group of friends that I could really bond and connect with, and I think that's my fondest memory and something that I'll treasure as the years go on.
Well, I would say that it was this one time in robotics where we reached an all new high at a competition. We were able to win second place overall at the competition with two other teams. And like it was the most fun because seeing as our team just has spirit, cheering on our robot, just keep on going at it, and just doing what I love, which is robotics too.
Probably being in the musical this year. We did Fiddler on the Roof, and a lot of my friends and I are in the drama department, so we kind of like spent a lot of months just together and like singing and creating the story, and it was really fun.
Oh, definitely friends. I mean, like, I love I love every single one of my friends, and honestly, like, this community has just like brought us together so much, and I'm gonna miss them a lot.
I think it would have to be this season for my volleyball season. We went third round in CIF. I think that's my best memory here. Yeah, sports, athletics probably.
I played on the golf team. That was really fun. What else? I volunteered in clubs. Lots of fun. I made new friends. Like I guess like when you have like more than 6 classes, you meet more people. So then you get a chance to know more about someone's personal life and you connect with them.
It's honestly probably like all the time I spent in like the robotics room, because like something interesting about the robotics team is that like in my opinion it sort of is, it promotes the sort of like teamwork that you'd expect to see like outside in the real world, and that's like especially important, especially like in a place like San Marino, because like in like a lot of like high achieving students or like people at the top level, like they're more focused on like individual accomplishment and like earning like recognition for themselves. But like robotics is unique because you have to work as a team in order to achieve your goals. Like one person cannot do it all, and in doing so like you obviously form a lot of good relationships with a lot of people. You like get to see all of these like practical types of engineering happen, things like that, and these are things that you wouldn't necessarily see if like you were just one person working on their own trying to accomplish like an individual goal. Like there are a lot of other like academic teams and stuff at this campus, but in my opinion, like I've been on a lot of them, but I feel like none of them are like as tight as like the robotics team in terms of like the teamwork that you need to like achieve things.
Trying to finish a Mandarin project. There's this cooking project for Mandarin where we had to basically form a little group and then make something that we always wanted to make. And this was really fun because I got to visit like a friend's house I never got to. And we had a blast trying to make a steak, and we screwed up many times. Ended up trashing part of it on our neighbor's lawn, and that was all really good times.
Favorite memory is probably my senior prom, just because it was like a really exciting venue, and I had the most fun at this dance.
It was joining here my first day and finding so many people to meet and connect with.
Honestly, I think it's going to be this night because everyone is, I feel like everyone is not forced to be together, but we feel like a whole team now since it's the last time we're seeing each other. So I feel like tonight is definitely the night where you talk to people you haven't talked to in a while, and I think I'm going to remember that when I look back at high school.
My fondest memories is probably joining the water polo team. I mean, like, it honestly shaped me to a better person and really teaches me how to balance a lot of stuff in life. And I honestly found a love and passion for water polo, which got me into college. So I'm really just happy the school provided that for me.
Probably just all the Friday night football games with marching in the marching band shows during the halftime.
Well, one that comes to mind is that back in freshman year, I did the spring musical here, right? Which was like my first ever sort of stage role, my first ever acting job ever. And a buddy of mine convinced me to do it with him. And it was amazing because we were both cast as stone heads, like stone busts. And it was interesting because for the entire show, all we did was stand to the edge of the stage. For a 2-hour show, we stood to the edge of the stage, the far edge, and then we just watched the show. That was our entire job. That's all we did. No lines, no songs, nothing. We just watched the show. But it was such a great experience because, you know, I had my buddy there, Josh Duncan, he was there with me, and like, it was a great bonding thing, you know? It's great when you have someone else suffering with you. It was really sort of get you closer together.
I think my fondest memory was practicing for graduation, because I think that was when it hit me that we're graduating. Like, it feels like just yesterday that we were walking on this campus for the first time, and all of a sudden we're all graduating and our time in San Marino is done. It just feels so surreal, but I'm really glad to be graduating with all these people that I grew up with.
I would say originally it was a rough start here at the high school, but over time, growing in development with my teachers, a good relationship really helped me become a better student and overall become a better human being, I feel. I learned a lot of lessons here, but I'd say my favorite time would have to be just with my friends, making memories, and on the sports teams, like winning like championships. It's just such a great feeling.
I guess this is really generic, but it would definitely have to be all the dances. I feel like I changed a lot as a person just going to dances because it helped me meet new people, you know, just be more social, be more interactive. And I think that's what's really important about high school is that you get a chance to just be in your, you know, environment, you know, and meet a lot of people.
Definitely my senior prom, where I got to spend all with my friends, so it was really great.
My fondest memory of San Marino High School would have to be probably going to the football games, for sure, just because it was so interesting how, like, in the school dynamic, we would always end up sitting somewhere separate based off of what grade you were in, but at the football game, everyone kind of tended to come together and act as if like you were their older brother or older sister or younger brother or younger sister. So it was really interesting always kind of going there and really seeing how the people you usually would interact with would automatically kind of act like they were best friends, and you would find a common ground between people, supporting people, and really making new friends along in the process.
Definitely playing some baseball out here. It was really fun. I got to play with my friends, build social connections, and most of all, you know, get the opportunity to pitch on the mound.
Like meeting new people and making new friends and like being with everyone.
My senior musical, because I'm in drama here, we did Fiddler on the Roof, and I don't know, it was probably one of the funnest experiences. I don't know, all my friends and I got to be the leads, and so it was very fun, and I loved the role, and I loved the show and the story.
I think my fondest memory at San Marino High School would be playing basketball. Yeah, for 4 years. I think that's okay. Yeah, just like being on the team. I think all the girls on the team are kind of like our family now, and we became really good friends through that. So yeah, I think that's my fondest memory.
Probably going to the state football game sophomore year up in Sacramento. Even though we lost, it was still really fun to drive up and watch the team play.
My fondest memory would have to just be like hanging out with my friends, maybe Yosemite, the senior trip. I went with like 2 of my closest friends, and we
roomed together, we had a tent together, and we did things that we normally don't do, like just like physically. Well, it's like 12 miles a day, but it was one of the best experiences in my life, just being there.
You know, I think it would have to be, we just performed a show called Fiddler on the Roof earlier this year, and that was a great time, and I feel like I really got closer to all of my friends, and it was a chance for all of us to really, you know, shine and perform for the last time, and so that was a really emotional, I actually got to do a duet sort of scene with my friend Ariana, who's over there, and we started acting together in 6th grade, and we had been in every show since together, so that was a very emotional time for me, yeah.
One of my funnest memories is probably in ASB when we did icebreakers in the beginning of the year, because it was really fun to organize it and see how everyone enjoyed it.
I would say my fondest memory was going to the state championship game in Sacramento my sophomore year. It was actually my siblings and my 16th birthday, so we spent our birthday down in Sacramento rooting on the Titans, so that was really fun.
Our CIF football team won the Southern Regional Finals and made it to the state finals. That game when we came back to win 36-35 was the craziest game to ever be a part of.
Playing the role of Panch in Spelling Bee we did at the beginning of the year. That's definitely my fondest high school memory. Just playing that role was awesome for me because I hadn't really done something, like I hadn't really had something that big before, and it was just a ton of fun to like learn all the, I was super new to drama and everything, so learning all the ropes of everything was just like an awesome experience for me.
My funnest memory here is probably playing on the basketball team, because we actually got to CIF 3rd round this year. And we actually had like 2 home games, and like it was really fun to have like all our friends, families come and support at our home games. And like sadly it ended at round 3, but like it was fun overall, like the whole season.
I've been a 4-year member of the soccer team here, and I think my fondest memory or most rewarding experience for me has been serving as a mentor for the underclassmen on the soccer team, especially these past 2 years. Just developing a friendship with them, trying to help them on the field, and they're some of my best friends now, so soccer.
Well, I've made a lot of memories. I think my freshman year when the girls varsity soccer team, I was only freshman that year, and we made it. We were undefeated in league. We were one of the first teams in San Marino history to ever go undefeated in league, so that was pretty fun, and like we made a lot of memories together and had a really close bond.
Going to Yosemite was one of my favorite. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I've never gone backpacking before, so I really got to, experience something new and also meet new people that I probably would never have met, and just get to know them better.
My greatest high school memory, well, it's not really at high school, but I went to Coachella this year. Well, I went 2 years, but this year I went, and we were all, we met up with everybody from San Marino, and there were like 30 of us, and we were all at the Odessa concert, dancing, and it was really fun, to connect with everybody in a different environment, kind of similar to grad night, actually. Everybody, from different, backgrounds all together, enjoying something.
I think my greatest high school memory was going to CIF quarterfinals with the boys volleyball team this year. I was really proud of a lot of the people who managed to step up. We lost a lot of people just for random things, whether it was one flying out to Taiwan, one playing pickup basketball, rolling his ankle, or one just ending up in the ER the day before. I was really glad to see that we had some unexpected people step up, specifically Carver Wyrick and Mitchell Krutauka. I was really proud of them, and it was really cool to see the team come together in order to really play our hearts out.
I'd say my overall experiences are the top moments. I'd say senior year was really nice because that's the one with all the extracurriculars I ended up joining all together in 1 year.
Probably going to Yosemite this year with my friends and making great friends with other people I didn't really talk to.
Definitely hanging out with my friends, and I don't know, all 4 years was pretty great.
I would say the pinnacle of my high school life was probably Yosemite. We went on this winter survival trip, and I didn't think I could do it because it was very intense, and we hiked 27 miles around Yosemite with backpacks on, but it ended up being pretty funny, because we went up to the top of the mountain, and we had hiked all day, and everyone was just so tired, and the backpack was 50 pounds, and I'm only 5'2", and we got up there, and someone had forgot the sticks or like the stakes for our mids, they're like not tents, they're just kind of like pieces of cloth. And so someone had forgot them, and so they weren't there, we couldn't find them. And so it was really funny because like we went on this like manhunt where everyone was like, oh, like we need to find some alternative way to have housing and to like keep cover from like the environment. So we like began like taking rocks and little sticks and trying to put up these mids, and they just kept falling, and it was like tragic because it was super cold and it was starting to get like very, very dark, and all of a sudden like someone found them. I never knew who, I don't know till this day, and someone like pulled it out, and it was just like miraculous because we'd already been to like the river to fetch water, and it was just like, I don't know, very wilderness, and I'm not much of a wilderness person, but we found the mids, we found the sticks for the mids, and yeah, it was really, Yosemite overall was really fun. We came back down the mountain and I felt like a changed person.
I'd have to say my fondest memory was probably going to Yosemite with a bunch of my classmates. It was a really challenging experience, but I had a lot of fun doing it and bonding with new people I hadn't seen in a while.
Probably choir in general. I had a really fun time in the choir program. Just all of the tours that we did everywhere, from Seattle to British Columbia. It was just a really amazing experience of bonding and singing and joy.
Playing football in 2015 and going all the way to state and winning second place in football.
I think going to CIF with my teammates for basketball and going to the quarterfinals was really fun. And that was like the closest we ever got and the farthest we ever got. So I thought that was really special for us. Yeah, it was really fun.
All the different clubs and activities that I got to be a part of, such as like water polo and like drumline, all those like experiences and activities that I got to do with those people, making some great friends, and yeah.
Our girls swim team won league champs for the first time in like 20 years, and then we've been winning consecutively after that. So yeah, hard work really does pay off.
Probably the football games every Friday night. Those were the best.
Dances, for sure. Like, yeah, every dance is fun. Yeah, I look forward to dances.
Would probably be doing the musical my sophomore year, which was Little Shop of Horrors, and I actually worked on stage crew with on that show, and just making the sets and moving and just working the show, I think was the most fun thing I did all 4 years.
I say just hang out with friends like during football, and like I guess I don't know, there's a lot of memories I made throughout the years, but probably sports was really fun, and I just coming with them in class every day and seeing my friends.
Prom was really fun. We like rented a party bus and it was like super far away. And I don't know, it was really fun to spend time with all my friends and stuff. For homecoming, like 1 year, everything was ruined. Like the cheerleaders got in trouble, and then the football team was screaming at students and like all this stuff, not students, but faculty. And all the students were kind of down. It was homecoming day, like the one day you're supposed to be spirited. Oh, because they did inappropriate posters. Don't put that in there. And then basically at the end of the day, like the cheerleaders were banned from the football game, but then they still showed up in the stands and everybody was still screaming even louder than usual just to make up for all the bad parts. And I think the best part about high school is that the worst parts are literally the worst, so the best parts are, of course, their best. And like that was just the epitome of high school for me. Everything worked out, and it was like a movie. It was really awesome. And I have no voice left.
My time in ASB, all 3 years, just all the classes, and period 4, basically for my past 3 years, is my fondest time.
My funnest moment was probably playing on the tennis team for 4 years. We had a couple of CIF wins, and we had great teamwork, which is why I loved it.
Senior prom. It was my favorite because it was just like all of our friends, like our last dance, and it was just, we all loved each other and we're just dancing around. It was a lot of fun.
Just trapping with my homies. 4:15 this morning. Trapping with my homies.
Finding comfort with like not only myself but with people that, you know, you just stumble upon, and it's like people that you become friends with in the beginning of the year doesn't necessarily mean that it's forever. And also finding a comfort in myself and being honest with myself, I think that made me more confident in a way.
Honestly, it was probably like making a bunch of friends and just enjoying myself, really getting to know the community and Just I don't know, being able to experience San Marino was probably my warmest memory.
It would probably have to be just spending time with all of my friends, because we've been with each other mostly throughout high school. These two came a little later, but these two have been with me since 6th grade. Her since I was like 3.
Yeah, we knew each other in preschool together.
And I would just say having to spend time with these guys would be my favorite memory.
If I can add on to that, like every Friday we'd all go to Megan's house and just like have a really beautiful and wholesome time together, and it was awesome. But then also like school sanctioned Yosemite.
Yeah,
we went to Yosemite.
I didn't go there, so I
But it was amazing. We got to go to Yosemite National Park, and it was beautiful.
I think what was really cool about it was that it took everyone like out of like this setting that we're all usually in, and it's like I bonded with people that like I've known forever but have never been close to, and so I think Yosemite was so cool because it gave everyone a chance. It like put everyone on an equal playing field where we could all like get to know each other really well.
It was really nice.
That was true.
So my favorite was prom.
Which one?
Senior prom.
That was amazing.
Just like dancing with all my buddies here, and like just like at prom. Yeah, and you can like dance with like other people too, like that you're not friends with, and it's still like a lit time.
My turn?
Today has been really fun.
Yeah.
Today has been
awesome.
very great.
Today is that's hot. My turn? Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite experience at school has been getting to see her grow up, because we've been together since literally 2nd grade. And I think just like being with someone you like have grown to be family to has been like the most special experience, and like you don't get that everywhere, so that's something that's special to me about San Marino.
Can I add one last one? My favorite memory of senior year specifically, we had a senior like awards assembly, and she won the Claire Crowley Award.
Yes.
And I sobbed. I was so proud. I'm starting to cry again. But that's besides the point. It was really cool, and just to like see all my friends achieve these amazing things has been the biggest blessing.
Thank you.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars.
Definitely want to thank Ruben. He's one of the janitors here. I've recently spent time with him, and he makes it like does so much work to do for our high school. Makes it just a great time, and just like thank my best friend Chuma just for always being there for me.
I want to thank Coach Annie Yee because she was always there when I needed her.
Our group we call Blizz Up. It's just a weird name that we have in our group chat, and I love all of them, and we've all had our ups and downs, but at the end we're all here together and have a good time.
Mr. Irie, favorite teacher of all time, hilarious guy. Miss Chubbuck worked me really hard, so I'm pretty prepared. My cousin Yusuf, he's standing behind you. You can't see him, but he's been with me like through all high school. I appreciate the hell out of that guy. Love him.
Mr. Barton, he was my physics teacher. He is the physics teacher, and he was one of the wittiest, and also just, he was just a good teacher. He cared, he did what he could to teach his students, which I appreciated. Students, I have to shout out my friends Max, Michael, Alan, Eddie, Sal. I have so many friends. Nick and Edison have been my friends since I first moved to San Marino in 6th grade. So huge shout outs to Edison and Nick.
Thank you to Profe because we really bonded, and she was always very interested in my future careers beyond high school with illustration, and we just had a good relationship, and I've spent 2 years in her class, and it was a fun time.
Michelle, our security guard, she really helped me through the year. Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to her. She's cool. She's the best.
Shout out to my parents because I don't give them enough credit. And yeah.
Mr. Ford, he's like really nice. He's like a very supportive teacher. He made me love history. Yeah, he's just like overall one of the nice teachers I've ever met.
I want to thank Miss Chubbuck for leading me down to the chemistry/pre-med path. But if I suffer for the next 10 years because of her, you know, but it's okay. We'll see what happens.
Oh, I want to give my parents a good shout out for like being my #1 support system, and yeah,
That's it.
How was it getting hypnotized?
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. Like, I didn't think it was going to work, and it worked.
Miss Murphy for making calculus fun.
I want to say thank you and a shout out to my parents, all my friends, all my family members, and shout out to obviously the robotics mentors, so Scott Barton and Miss Hironaka.
Shout out to my family, the whole family, really just supported me throughout all my endeavors every single year, everything I do. They've just been, back, full, like just behind me 100%. And yeah, I just love them so much.
Yeah, so I'd like to thank Mr. Barton for basically spearheading the robotics team for longer than I've been here, a lot longer, because like without he's like the driving force behind like 95% of what our team does, and it's like as much as like he'd like to say that like our team's like always like run by students, and it is to a large degree, to be honest. He's sort of like the motivator for what happens. Like he's sort of like, I guess you could say he's almost like what inspires us to like actually go to the next level in terms of robotics, build a better robot, get our design done in a more organized fashion, do better competitions, just be better people.
Just my friends in general. They've been very good support, and like honestly, and I never really felt left out throughout the entire year because I always had friends to back me up, whether it be I need someone for a project or like someone just to spend some time with. They were always there for me.
I want to shout out my best friend Julia, because she's been through the toughest of times with me and she's always stuck by my side. So yeah, it means a lot.
I want to give a shout out to my Ajay Poo, my Sarah Poo.
I really like to thank Will and Chris for helping me when I was like, through my tough times. Yeah, so those two.
I want to give a special thanks to my Spanish teacher, Senora Talagario, because she always helped me with my homework.
I'd like to shout out to my mom and my grandparents. You got me through high school, and all my teachers, even though I did bad. Thank you for always being there and for always helping me. Mr. Irie.
I want to give a special shout out to Miss Hironaka for letting me be late to first period for 30 minutes every day.
I just want to thank all my friends for being there for me ever since like elementary school, and we stick together all through high school.
Special thanks to my parents. Without them, I wouldn't be here at this institution because I'm not from the city. So being able to have parents who drive from far away to bring me here to this school so I can receive a better education is just something I'm really proud of and thankful for.
I wanted to say shout out to Tiffany Ho for always being a real one. I love you lots, and I can't wait to make more memories with you this summer.
My mom for everything she's done for me for the past 4 years.
Definitely just like all my friends, because they're like so supportive, and like my teachers, my counselor too. Everyone's really nice here.
Shout out to my mom. Shout out to Mrs. Linton, my math teacher. Shout out to Mrs. Davidson. Shout out to Mr. Duvall. He left, but it's okay. And shout out to Mr. Barton. So, yeah, science teacher.
Thank you to my Japanese teacher, Yano Sensei, Eiji Yano. Without you taking your class and without you, I honestly would have had no clue what I'd do in college. And thanks to your class and thanks to you, I am now going to major in Japanese in college. So if it wasn't for you, I really wouldn't want to know what to do in my life. Thank you for all the wisdom and kindness you've taught me and being almost kind of like a second father. I really wish you all the best. Arigatou gozaimasu.
My coaches, they were the ones that pushed me, probably my teachers as well. They're the ones that pushed me to become the person I need to be in my life.
Thank you to Blake and Miss Hansen. You guys really made my 4 years really great in all of the performing arts departments. And yeah, I had a lot of fun, and it has made me who I am today.
Shout out to Hallie, Emily, and Caroline. Love you, boo-boos.
My family and my friends.
I think all of my teachers, especially my teachers for junior year, Mr. Hall and Mr. Colo, they left. One went to Hawaii, one retired, but they were really good teachers. And also like the custodians and stuff for cleaning up after us. I know we're kind of messy, but thank you for that. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I want to thank out my boo-boos out there, Caroline, Hallie, and Molly. I love you all.
My parents, because they, stuck with me the whole way through and never gave up on me.
Shout out to all my friends, Hannah, Mint, Molly, Hornberger,
Caroline Songton, Emily Hornberger, and then my sister Emerson Bejosa.
I'd like to thank Mr. Ford and Mrs. Chow, and of course my friends Colette and Vivian for making my time here really great.
Brandon Wong. We've been through some rough patches. I've known him since kindergarten and fell out a couple times throughout our careers here in San Marino, but last year as part of the volleyball team as well, we just started talking, rekindling our friendship, and it's really nice to see him from all the way back 13 years ago, to see him now and how much he's grown, and I'm glad he's by my side today.
I want to say thank you to Mr. Slimp. He was a speech and debate teacher, and he's one of the best teachers to just have a conversation with. If you're ever feeling bad about something, Mr. Slimp will never hold you down for anything, and he's always a person you can always speak freely to, which I think is very important in a high school. Also, I want to say thank you to the wrestling team. As a wrestling team member, I want to say thank you to the Trumbull brothers, Luca Wick, Tino Lopez, Bo Perez, for all being my brothers this season. I'm grateful for having them as a part of my life, and I wish I could stay another year, but I'm a senior.
Shout out to Blake Williams for teaching me how to go through life properly. Honestly, I feel like she's probably the only teacher here who actually teaches skills that will apply in real life, so shout out to Blake.
All right, I think definitely Ray, of course. He just gave me a shout out, and I'll have to give him a shout out, of course. But I think Mrs. Chubbuck was a major player in who I am today, and I really appreciate the fact that she's so passionate about teaching, and I'm very grateful for the impact she's left on me, and I'll definitely be taking all her wisdom with me as I go off to college, and I just want to thank her so much for the opportunity to have learned so much from her.
My sister really helped me out throughout high school. She always gave me tips because we're actually 4 years apart, so right when she graduated, I moved in. So she could really help me and give me advice on extracurriculars or how to handle classes.
I would like to shout out my guidance counselor, Mrs. Beckler. She's so helpful, and I used to visit her office multiple times a week, so much so they, I think, put a door up just for me. She was just so helpful and really made the college process so much easier than I thought it was for a lot of my peers.
In terms of family members, my parents. In terms of teachers, my debate teacher, my chemistry teacher, my physics teacher. In terms of friends, this bloke right here, Grant. Yeah, and then Josh and Kyle and William. Those are the people that I'd say shaped my high school career the most. Also Jonathan and Nathan.
My sister, she's always helped me all my years in high school, and yeah, without her I probably wouldn't have done that well.
I would say my brother Daniel. He's going into his senior year at USD, and he's just a really positive person. He's really just fun, and I don't know, he always encourages me to go outside of my comfort zone, and he's always just encouraging me to be a good person and just be happy. So I think through the stress of high school and everything, you need kind of someone there who's always no, it's all good, Yeah.
All the people here really, I think, made me a better person, and I don't know, I'm just really happy I came to San Marino High School.
I would say thank you to my mom and my grandpa, because without them, I would probably not be going to this school.
Shout out to my dog. His name is Alex. I love him.
Actually, I'd like to thank my choir teacher, Miss A, and I'd like to thank my parents.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank my parents. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be here, so thank you, Mom and Dad.
I think to my friends, because without them, I wouldn't have gone through some lessons or experiences, and I wouldn't be who I am today. So they helped shape who I become, from freshman to senior. So I thought that was really that was a really big part of my high school life. Mr. Silver, shout out to Mr. Silver.
Definitely my parents, those on the varsity water polo team and those in the San Marino drumline. Those are pretty, I would like to shout out for them.
A shout out to my sister, because every time I go home and I'm really tired, she tells me to get up off my butt and do my work, and I finished high school, so it's pretty good.
It's my drama and tech teacher, Blake Williams, because she's been my teacher for the past 4 years, and she's taught me a lot and definitely impacted my life in a very positive way.
My little brother, he's going to 7th grade, and I really hope he has like the best high school experience like I did.
I want to thank Blake Williams and Nick Sales. Honestly, they're there for everyone. Same with Mr. Gale. A lot of great teachers out there, and Mr. Barton. Those are my by far greatest shout outs that I could have said.
Definitely Mr. Gale. Mr. Gale helped me through a lot. I don't know, just always made our days better, through class. Second period is always the most fun period. And Miss Garcia, definitely. Always helpful, and I just want to thank her.
My mom and dad, they did a huge thing on this grad night, and I'm really thankful that they did that.
Thank you to my group of friends for adopting me into their family and just letting me be the way I am and accepting me the way I am.
My family, my mom, my dad, and my siblings. For teachers, shout out to Profe, she's a really good teacher, and Mr. Hernandez, Miss Shee, Blake, and Irie, and Miss Robin. Yeah, I really like them.
Special shout out to Mr. Irie. He was one of the best teachers I ever had. He teach econ over the summer. He was a G.
Dr. Gates, Mr. Colo, Juno, Michael Shahan, Megan Kelly, Lauren Bruning, Lily, Moffer, Joyce. What are all of our friends' names? Rebecca.
I think you got them.
They're okay, whatever. That's all my friends, all the teachers, no matter how much they owe it to me because they're being mean to me, they made me the person I am today. So I'm happy for all that. My mind up in here. Huh? And my shades. These are the, get him the shot. Oh, did you have the... No, the shades are like a collaborative thing. We decided to match for last day of school, I guess. Or graduation, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm nervous. Ah! She had the shades too. Okay, good stuff. My favorite color is blue.
I would like to say thank you to my mom and dad because they have put up with me through so much and all they do is support me and I love them very much. Shout out to my friend Audrey Huang. We volunteered at Taiwan. We did so many things, Yosemite together. And also Mr. Ford, he was, I think, the best history teacher I've had. And it also sparked me to probably major in history and philosophy.
Shout out to Mr. P, favorite teacher of all time.
Oh, shout out to Jacqueline P. Shadell. You're a homie.
Shout out to the rest of our squad who are not here right now. And all of our parents.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Mom.
Shout out to the community because it's like a small, close-knit community, and I think I've gotten to know a lot of people, and I think that's special.
Oh, and shout out to all the families who donated to make this happen.
Oh, yes, and
shout out to
together.
all the parents that worked on this.
This is beautiful and amazing, so thank you.
Yes.
Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night, you're a hot one to hold. Cause you don't even know, I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want your sex and your affection when they're holding you close. Cause you don't even know, I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake, we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and say a prayer, change round. But I can make your hands clap. That I can make your hands clap. That I can make your hands clap. That I can make your hands clap. So can I get a hand clap?
Cameras, ladies and gentlemen, break out your cameras. Take some pictures of your friends.